Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you? We are already at the Thursday. Life's got me on the ropes this week, but I'm here. I'm here to do your reading. Scorpio, thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you and all the ways that you give my videos attention and being in the comments and thumbs up and all the ways that you love me on this platform. Thank you so much for doing that. If you're interested in joining us over at Instagram or Facebook, please do that. That would be great. It's a little more of an intimate setting there, and there's not as many comments as many people. So if you want to head over there, yeah, we're just a little sillier over there, is what we are. All right, here we go. We're going to start with in the theme of me cleaning out my tarot room. I'm using cards that I haven't used in a while. So we have this is called the Fairy Oracle. That's what it is. Then we've got Moonology, and we're going at it with some Wisdom of the Oracle, and then we will hit it with some tarot. Let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I am your sister water sign. I have Pisces in my moon. Connect right to that energy. I do, for sure. I am fast friends with Scorpio. I have many of them. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is the energy for the overall energy for this reading, please? For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, please. Scorpio, welcome if you're a cross watcher. Tell me what the overall energy is, please. All right. There we go. It says, you are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. So you are in the dream state. I feel like you're spending a lot of time there, and I don't, maybe it's not when you're sleeping. Maybe you're daydreaming, or maybe you're having, her eyes are open. Maybe it's more about daydreams. It's like, I feel like it's saying don't give up your dreams. For sure, she's holding on to her heart, right? Don't give up on your dreams. So you're the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. So everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. Your dreams are safe within you. Keep close to your heart, and you until you are ready to release them. So until you're ready to, to page the Page of Pentacles, right? To keep them to yourself, I think. She's holding everything in. She's holding her heart. I think you're supposed to keep your dreams to yourself for now until you're ready to unleash them. Bottom of the deck, we have abundance. It says, prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland, the human land, fairyland and the human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. All right. Excuse me. You are going to hear a little bit of maybe some sounds going on around me. There's work going on outside of my condo, so you might hear some construction stuff, maybe some, I think right now I can hear them sawing something out there, so sorry for the background noise, but it's necessary sometimes. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about Moonology. We're still in the moon energy right now, right? The 18th, just 2 days ago, is when we had the new moon. So we're still in the new moon energy this week, and I thought that I would bring out the Moonology to see what's going on there. So it says the energy is gaining momentum. So what I want to say is I think you're about ready or close to being ready to put one of your biggest dreams out there into the pentacle world. I feel like you are about to be the magician. The energy is gaining momentum, and it says step out of your comfort zone. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like you're going against what you would usually do. It's the North Node, right? I feel like it's almost as if you've decided that you're going to push forward with some sort of dream. Because the universe is helping you gain momentum. I love it, Scorpio. It's very cool. Very, very cool energy. Now we're looking at pinks and purples, right? That's crown chakra and third eye. So I feel like you're getting some type of downloads that are telling you to move forward with whatever the dream is. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. All right, let's get the future energy here, and we'll hit it with some tarot. See what is up. I like this. You are about to birth a dream, I think. And it's, of course, all different for all of you. It could be love, money, hearth, home, new job, Take it for what it resonates with you. Tell me what I'm talking about in the comments. I'd love that. Tell me how it looks to you. All right, we've got co-create. You know, when you say co-create, that indicates that there's another creator. So maybe it's a breakthrough in spirituality. You acknowledge the creator. Or you realize that endings are just new beginnings. Who said that to me? A bird on a wire. A bird on a wire. It's an owl. I have to remember that. A friend of mine told me about this sign for her. So I hope she's watching, and she is dealing with a Scorpio, so this is very cool. Anyways, so what I want you to know is that you are about to be in some sort of a partnership with someone. Now, co-creation is just that. It could be a business deal. It could be that you are co-creating in life with them. The co-creation is like something's about to be born, and the fact that the owl is present tells me that there's transformation, or something is ending so something else can begin. You're about to step into some kind of stability here. We've got card number 40, which further breaks down to a 4. So for me, it is stability, no matter what suit it is. And we do have an egg here that shows that something is about to be born here. So either it's a relationship, or it's a relationship, or for some of you, it's something to do with commerce or business, because that's what I'm seeing this building as. It's probably some sort of temple, but I'm seeing it as the outside of a bank, because in my home city, there is, at the center of our city, there is a very large bank that was built back in the 1900s, and it kind of is ornate like that. Just looking at, it's sort of, I would say it's ornate. It has carvings and stuff in it. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have yin. Oh, interesting. So I might be speaking to the feminine Scorpio, but also you could be the one who is being called in by the yin. Understand? That's the yang, which is the masculine energy. We've got card number 2. Look, there is a psychic connection between you and a situation, you and a business thing, you and a person. There's something big coming up in the week ahead. That's what it feels like to me. Where are we going? All right. Of course, it's got to be the one on the bottom. Can't be the one on the top. Okay, hang on. There we go. All right, Scorpio, let's hit it up with some tarot. Find out what's going on. Look, if you're interested in a private read, by the way, I have a sale on until the end of the month, 31st of July. Until then, 10% off of all of my readings. You'll get the code that is in the description if you're interested. And head on over to Wizio. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. It's already on. The energy is gaining momentum. It's the emotional energy. It's something that is stuck to your heart space. Queen of Cups is also kind and loving and caring. It's like you have some feelings for someone, or your heart chakra is about to be popped open. She's holding everything in, holding it down. I feel like the Queen of Cups tells me everything's open. I'm ready. I'm emotionally intelligent. I have acquired love for myself. This person could be a mother, but is motherly, you understand? It doesn't have to be that they have children. So you're trying not to step out of the comfort zone right now, because it doesn't feel right going against the grain, going against what you usually do, which is, I keep it within myself. I keep it under the surface. Until I know I've got a win, I'm just going to keep it to me. Right? But I feel like you want to move forward and get into co-creation, whether, whatever situation or subject that is for you, whom or whatever you want to co-create with. And then we have the King of Wands. Okay. So I feel like you are going to take action into the future as it pertains to the co-creation. So it doesn't matter what the situation is. The answer is yes. It will be born. Whether that's a human or a situation or a job or whatever it is that you've been holding in here, you've decided that you're going to pull it into the 3D. It's time for me to materialize this stuff, taking action on that, taking action on the co-creation. Right. Scorpio. Got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Wondering if it's over. I'm going to say, Scorpio, feminine or masculine, if it's over, it's over. You get to decide. It was never their choice. It was never their choice to bring it to an end. It was always within you. But I think you're wondering if someone still has feelings. Somebody's on your mind that hasn't been on your mind in a while, Scorpio, and I think that it's got you wondering whether the end has come or not. The Ten of Swords is here. So I feel like you're in your feelings, and I feel like you're wondering if somebody still has feelings for you. We have the Seven of Cups. So feeling emotionally overwhelmed at the thought of making a decision that's going to make you step outside of your comfort zone. I think it's something, a dream that you've been holding to your heart. It feels like, for somebody who has been holding themselves back, understand that I think you're the one who is holding yourself back. I don't think it's anything that's come to hold you back. I feel like it's your inability to be able to step outside your comfort zone. That falls into the fixed sign energy, right? I don't want to do anything. Scorpio, you don't really do anything that's not strategic or planned, because you know how to see around corners, right? You know how to see where this starts and where this ends because you're a psychic energy. I used to call it that when I was a kid, seeing around corners. And I could tell people what was going to happen before it would happen, and I didn't know that I was right until they would come and tell me, and it freaked me out. I think that's you. I feel like you're holding back all of your emotional energy because it's overwhelming. I think you are making a decision of the heart, my friend. I feel like you have some big feelings for someone. The energy has been gaining momentum for a while, and you are going to show up as the King of Wands. I think you are going to show up as the King of Wands, and I feel like you need the reciprocity. I took that one because the two of them came out, but this one was faced up. So yeah, so that's what's being born. I feel like you're reaching out to someone. I feel like you want to do more than just go for coffee, though. Do you know what I mean? I feel like when I see co-create, it's like you have a really big plan for the future and future stability. I feel like you're really, you want to take action, and you will, I believe, in the week ahead, if not sooner than that. I feel like the Six of Pentacles is telling me that you are wanting to give somebody reciprocity. Yeah. And I think that you're unsure yet if this person has somebody else, because the Six of Pentacles can be that. It can be, we're going to pour into each other, but I don't know how much you're giving everyone else, right? Maybe I'm only getting a half cup because I got to split it amongst 3 or 4 people. Like, we don't really know. The King of Wands is here. The King of Wands is always going with their passion first. Always, always. Got the Ace of Wands. The King of Wands is looking at the Ace of Wands. So I feel, Scorpio, that the King of Wands could either be the energy of taking action on the thing that you're most passionate about, opening a new path of passion here, co-creating with someone. It feels like it's a relationship. You're ready to give reciprocal passion to somebody. So it feels like maybe that the pentacle energy tells me that maybe we've known each other in a pentacle sense. Maybe we know of each other. Maybe we've commiserated before, had dinner with friends. You know what I mean? It feels like you already know this person. And so I feel that you've decided you're going to take a leap here. Yeah, you're going to leap in co-creation with somebody. It does feel like a somebody. For some of you, it's not going to be, but for most of you, it feels like it's someone that we're talking about. All right. Here we go. What are the dreams that you're protecting? What are the dreams that you've been holding back on because of the Eight of Swords and stepping out of your comfort zone? It all makes you feel very overwhelmed. The thought of giving reciprocal energy, it's the thought of this that makes you overwhelmed, I feel. The Six of Pentacles. It's, the thought of somebody pouring into you as though you pour into them. So someone who's really going to be even with the energy, who you may pursue or be pursued by. And, you may be the yin or the yang. Take your side, right? You may be the feminine or the masculine. Somebody's being called in and someone's answering that call. That's what it feels like here. There we go. We've got the Three of Cups. So you're wondering, is it over? You've been holding something in the heart space, and I think it's about a person. If that's what it feels like to me. But this co-creation card could mean just about anything. But it feels like as we're coming into the reading here, as we come into the early week next week, I think that somebody's been on your mind. And I feel like the energy has been gaining momentum. So you maybe thought of this person once in a while, but now you're thinking about them more and more and more. Or vice versa. Because understand, when people are thinking of you, you're thinking of them, and vice versa. People don't just pop into your mind for no reason. It's because that person's thinking of you and they're sending you energy. Your body automatically, your spirit self is going to answer back. If they are your soulmate, if they are someone who's supposed to be in your life. So the Three of Cups is here. It tells me that you're wondering if this is really over. You're wondering if there's still feelings here, or if the feelings have ended. The Three of Cups is here. I think that you are thinking about reaching out to someone, or having some type of reunion. For others of you, it could be that this person that you're thinking of, maybe there is a... Yes, it's an emotionally happy time. The energy is gaining momentum, and I feel as though because you guys are thinking about each other, other things are conspiring to bring the reunion. I'm going to say, from the energy that I'm getting from the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups, if your question was, is it over? It's not over. It's not over. Somebody still has feelings. And the Ten of Swords is in the reverse, because we don't really want to see things the way they are. We have to look back one more time, and then we can close the chapter. But until then, I'm going to resist the change. I'm going to resist. I'm going to worry about it like heck, but I'm going to resist the change of closing the chapter because it hurts too much, or closing the cycle. So I feel like, you're holding open the cycle here because you still aren't sure what's going on. And now you're getting thoughts about this person. It feels like memories about moving on from something that was very chaotic. So you've got the Eight of Swords here, which is being stuck in the mind, right? It is a self-imposed prison, but you can't stop thinking about this on a loop. The Six of Swords tells me that somebody left or moved on, that it felt like a chaotic situation. And I really think that also this represents, it's the Seven of Cups. I just need to move on from all of this overwhelming, obsessive thinking. And so I think that that's what's going to force you out of your comfort zone. The interesting thing is the universe knows you better than you know you. You are made of the universe. You're literally made of the atoms of the universe. And so when you send out the signal of, I don't know what to do, or I can't stop thinking about it, the universe answers back, step out of your comfort zone. It's time for you to go from feeling like you're not in control to feeling like you're in control. And take your lessons with you. Everything that you've learned in this overthink process. Swords are all about what's in the head, right? It's the mental stuff. It's the mental game. We have the Knight of Wands. Interesting. So I think that in the week ahead, I feel like you enter the week still holding things in, still thinking about this person, wondering if it's over, really wanting to get away from this mental prison that you're in right now. And I feel like you make a decision. I feel like the Knight of Wands is telling me that something impulsive happens, and it's outside of what you usually do. And I've been getting that since the beginning of the reading. It's like it's not something that you would usually do because you're stepping out of your comfort zone to co-create. The Knight of Wands tells me it's an impulsive decision that's made about reciprocity. And because the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands are back to back, it feels like the Knight of Wands is not something that you usually do. You usually come in as the King of Wands. And although you will always follow your passions, although you're, very desired and desirable. I feel like you lead with passion. I think that you don't usually lead with impulsive passion. I don't think you're an impulsive person. You might have fire in the chart, maybe you don't. I don't think you're usually impulsive, but I think that you're going to find that probably midweek or getting into the end of the week, that there is going to be some sort of an upheaval in the mind, a change of mind, a snap decision. I'm looking at that Knight of Wands throwing energy at the Eight of Swords, right? I feel like this is what sort of busts you out of this Eight of Swords energy here, is the Knight of Wands. It's the ability to be impulsive. Oh my gosh. Charlie just said, the ability to just be you. Just be who you are. It's a hard energy. It can be tough to take. It's all about change. There's lots of transformation going on. Scorpio is right here. So I feel as though you are making a decision in the week ahead, and you're probably like, no, Elsie, I'm not. But I'm telling you, I've said that to myself. This will never happen. That'll never happen. And guess what bloody happened? So I'm going to say, take it as it resonates. Maybe you're the hard ass that says no, but I'm telling you, death is here and you can't avoid it because the universe won't let you. Transformation is here, and what's transforming is something to do with the Six of Pentacles and the King of Wands. I feel like you're taking action and deciding to co-create, step through a transformation that's way out of your comfort zone. You're making a snap decision about something, like not a snap decision. I feel, Scorpio, that you've been thinking about this for a while already by the time you make the decision. But I think it's like you get up one day and you're like, today's the day. I got to execute that plan today. Whatever it is, it ends up well. It ends up in reciprocity. This person's going to pour into you like you pour into them. And whatever you're into the co-creation of, I think this person is your partner in creation, whatever that means to you. What is the challenge for Scorpio in the week ahead, please? The Knight of Pentacles. The challenge is that it's taken you a very long time to make the decision to step out of this comfort zone here. You're about to go for broke. The King of Wands is here. And look, kings do not execute the plan unless they know they're going to win. And Leo does not win. Leo always wins. Leo will always find a way to win, for sure. And I feel like it's not something that you usually do. I think you move slow, usually. And I think that in the week ahead, you're going to get the answer to a question that's going to unlock something that's going to allow you to step out of your comfort zone and get into this co-creation. Look, I think I've been speaking, and as I'm speaking, I'm wondering if I should go into the extended, and I think I will this time for you, Scorpio. So if this is your story and you're interested to know, that when the Knight of Pentacles pops out, it tells me history. You've been waiting a long time, and there's a history here. So now you have to step out of your comfort zone, and it's like you're being yanked out of there by the universe. Yeah, the universe is coming in and saying it's time for you to take action. So let's talk about that. We have a reunion here. A reunion or an invitation somewhere from someone. Maybe you're thinking you should reach out to that person. But I think that your thoughts about them have been gaining momentum over this last little while. And if you're thinking about them more, they're also thinking about you more, by the way. It's just the way it goes. It's science, yo. Yep. When two particles that have the same charge, when one says something or emits energy or vibration, the other one has to answer. It's the law of science. Like it's the vibration law, right? It's how sound travels, how vibration travels. Okay, I'm going to go into the extended. If you want to come there, we are going to talk about what happened in that last conversation, because it feels like you couldn't come to some sort of a consensus here, and that's why things may have ended. And then we all stood our grounds, but we're still in love. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. If you want to go there, that's where I'll be. Thank you so much for watching this. And please hang out, because there'll be more readings coming this weekend. Love you guys. Bye-bye.